Hey guys, it's Kelvin here. So there's this old story. You've heard of the story, you were a kid. I'm sure you've heard of the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Today I'm talking to you about perspective. That story that I just talked about, is a story that we all know. When we were elementary, you're a little kid, you heard the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and it seemed like, when you're listening to the story, you were saying, "Go, Jack, go! Go, Jack, go!" hoping that Jack didn't get caught, right? Did you know that you are on the side of a person who was grand theft? He committed grand theft. He went up into someone's house, stole their goose, stole the golden eggs, and tried to flee with the golden eggs. On his way out, he hits the giant, he hurts the giant. And so we as spectators are naturally on the side of Jack. How did that happen? Right? I'm talking to you about perspective. Now, in real life, Jack committed grand larceny, destroyed a man's family's lifeline and how they fed their family, how they took care of their family, and then tried to escape and get away with it and hurt the homeowner in the process. Is Jack a hero or is Jack a villain? This story gives you an idea of how our perception of things can be shifted according to the person who's telling the story. Now, this story goes back to the Vikings of 1800. This story was passed down. I'm sure it changed a few times, but I bet each time that it was told in the very same way that made Jack the hero and the giant the zero. The giant, and it really wasn't bothering anybody, but he lost his goose and his eggs and all that, you understand. So I want you to begin to think about your life. Think about your situation and how you've been looking at your situation. There are other people who might tell your story, and they'll tell your story in a totally different way. You might listen to the way that other people tell your story and buy into their story. But the question is, what do you believe about your own story? What is true about your story? All of the facts that are presented in a story like Jack's point to Jack being a hero. But was Jack really a hero? You can make it Jack a hero if you want to. Guess what? Your situation is your situation. How will you rise? What will be the situation? Now, for somebody out there who's listening to this, you say, "You know what, Kelvin, I don't know, man, about this changing my mental attitude and my shift. I just got fired. I just lost my girlfriend. I just lost my money down at the casino. I just lost. And there's no way around that. I lost." But the question is, what did you lose? How many people have lost everything and then discovered what was really important? How many people have lost their jobs, been fired from their jobs, and decided to go out and start their own business? How many people have lost the love of their lives, or so they thought, and then from that experience they started to understand the kind of person who would really be right for them? Think about it. Think about how you're thinking and see what is real for you in that situation. See what works for you in that situation and see what's good about your situation. Your situation is your situation, but it'll only turn out good if you see it as being good and move in a good way of seeing it. So this is your life. This is no practice. This is no audition for life. This is your life. Whatever it is, decide upon what it is. Look at your story and decide, I'm going to have a great story. I don't care what happened. I'm so glad that I lost that opportunity because a greater one is coming. I'm so glad that girl left because a greater girl is coming. I'm sorry, my husband, I sure loved him, but hey, he's gone and I'm moving on, moving forward and going further in my life. Commit to that. Commit to deciding your story and what your story means to you, and your life will be a lot better. So enjoy. I want you guys to take that and connect with us some more online. KelvinTroyJohnson.com. More motivation to come. Peace.